when you have 3 kids, it's like, you know.
What do you got there?
A sandwich.
Nice.
We're on the way to a book signing at Hudson for my new cookbook. So I came yesterday and I brought my wife and my daughter on 4, my son on 3, and my small daughter on half a year. So we had this idea of doing like a really cozy trip to New York, and it is super cozy. I started cooking at fine dining, and I really wanted to be a good chef. But as I told you, then this whole thing of trying to find a place in the cooking world never really happened for me. In some way, I just like really lost the faith in cooking, and even though I really loved it, then I just glided away from it, and I went into music and clubbing, and I was a DJ for many years. I did a record label, and 10 years ago I opened a small cafe called Atelier September. It was beautiful, and I was so eager to do something, because in some way from working with art I learned that this thing of like having a language, you know, you can just say like this is a cloud, and it's a cloud. The reality is there's no cloud, but in art you can say it. So if you say there's no cloud, you're just like, you're stupid, because you're not playing in on the game of art. You know, then you can decide, is it good or bad art? But in some way I really wanted to kind of like introduce my own narrative to cooking. And this small space was just interesting because I was not allowed to have like a restaurant, even though that's what I wanted. There was no kitchen, there was no exhaust, there was no license for alcohol. But in some way, like my eager of doing something really became sort of like the narrative. And I couldn't afford fancy cutlery and plates, so I would all the time like go to flea markets and buy stuff I like. Then I also introduced my own narrative of cooking, which was a nice daytime cooking that was sort of like infused with the ideas of fine dining. Maybe the yogurt had a more firm texture than normally, so I could put it in a piping bag, and I would have selected like a plate I really liked for this yogurt. And then there would be a super nice granola where, oh, that's the space. Oh my God, people are standing on queue.
Nice.
Crazy city.
Without further ado, I'll leave it to these two to have a conversation. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's really interesting, because I believe there's 10 years of footage and memories and writing in the book, right?
There is.
So you just kind of collected and kept all of that material?
Absolutely not.
Oh. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.